that particular one in that particular colour. That is so high up my list of bags that I would dream about. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's video, I have a very old tag video that went around YouTube before I was actually on YouTube, so I don't know who the original creator of the tag was, but Nick from Nick's Nails channel brought this back recently, and I will tag his video down below. And I had so much fun doing this video. This is where you look at luxury YouTubers and decide what items you would long-term borrow or steal from their collection if you had your choice. Now, I absolutely do not condone or endorse, or I'm not saying I would steal in any way. This is all light-hearted fun. I am definitely not talking about actually going and stealing these people's items. This is more if you could just choose your luxury items that would be top of the list from other luxury YouTubers, what you would pick, what you would long-term borrow if they would be so good as to let you go and rumble in their closet and take some things away with you. Nick did this recently and I had a lot of fun watching his videos, and I thought I'm going to have a go at that because it looks like so much fun. And when I was researching to do this tag of the items that I would bring and borrow from other people's collections, this was a lot of fun. Now, I have a list on my phone, and because we all know I can get a little bit carried away, and I at one point was going around every single luxury YouTuber's channel and saying, and this one, and this one, and this one. I could find something in everybody's collection that I would borrow. So I've taken it to the top 10 items that I could go around luxury YouTubers and make up my little dream wish list borrowed collection. And I'm going to start over in Australia. I'm going furthest away first, and I'm going to start with Dale. And if I would go and rummage in Dale's closet, I would be really tempted by her flower trunk, but I wouldn't be touching that. I would also be very tempted by her boîte chapeau and her cans bag, because I think they're really iconic and different, and I think they're real pieces of decor as well as bags. But really, whenever it came down to it, there is one bag that's coming home with me from Dale's closet, and it is her Carrie Fendi Baguette. It is the Purple Rain Fendi Baguette that was re-released for Sex and the City. The Carrie Fendi Baguette. I'm sure we all know what it is, but I will have put in some pictures or some footage to show what I'm talking about. And that bag is just iconic. It's, if you grew up as I did, as a Sex and the City lover, a Sex and the City watcher, that bag is just, it's a piece of Sex and the City. It's a piece of, I suppose, that whole era of my life, and probably of many of our lives whenever we were growing up watching this. Also, the colour is fabulous. Every time Dale shows it, it just pops. It's so strong. It's fabulous. And that would be coming home with me, because obviously Dale would let me borrow that because she's lovely. And then obviously when I was with Dale, I couldn't leave out Connor, because that would just be rude. And we would be having, I was going to say coffee with Connor, but it would be more likely to be cocktails, I think. But if I was then nipping past Connor's, it's not actually a bag I would take from Connor, although if I was taking a bag from Connor, it would be his brand new puzzle bag that he hasn't probably even had a chance to wear. But it's really, really pretty. But the thing that I would have to bring home from Connor's would be his sign. And if you've watched Connor's channel, and I'll put it in, it's his Need Money for Birkin sign. I think it's absolutely fabulous. It is now, for me, it is just brings to mind Connor's channel, but it's fabulous. It's stand out. It's something different. It's uniquely him, and I absolutely love it. And I would bring that home as both a piece of Connor, but also a piece of that fabulousness to add into my dressing room if I ever get it tidied up enough to sit back in it. But it would be coming home, and it would just be being fabulous. While we were in Australia, I would also go to Mel in Melbourne. Now, Mel in Melbourne has a collection that I could probably go and fill 5 trunks from and borrow and bring home, because she has so many stunning, stunning bags. But the one bag that I have narrowed it down from Mel's collection that I would want to be bringing home would be her mini Kelly. Now, she does have a Kelly Pochette in the Rose Capri colour, which would have been my absolute preferred colour in the mini Kelly. But she has a mini Kelly in another pink, which I believe is Rose Extreme. She actually has a video where she compares the two, and I have watched that video many, many times for whenever my dream imaginary Kelly 20 comes. And I think that video convinced me it really is the Rose Capri colour. But given that she has it in the other lovely, beautiful pink in the mini Kelly, and there aren't too many mini Kellys about on YouTube, especially in those types of pinks, I would be taking Mel's pink mini Kelly with me. And finally in Australia, I would be going to visit Jessie from Jessie Style. And I'm between two bags on Jessie's shelf that sits behind her and calls to me as I watch her videos. Oh, that backdrop. She has a tweed mini, which is a black and raspberry type coloured tweed, which I absolutely love. But she also has a classic flap in a deep pink colour, which I also really love. And I'm between the two. I think, I don't know. I would, when I was there and I saw them in person, I would make my mind up between the pink classic flap and the tweed mini. I think they're both really fabulous. She also has a yellow classic flap, which calls my name as well. I would have a look at the colours standing in Jessie's fabulous wardrobe, and one of them would be coming home with me. Then if we were over to America, I would be, this one will come as no shock, I would be popping off to see Candace from Luxe and Lipstick, whose collection I adore. This girl does colour like no other. Her style is fabulous. She has so many colourful bags, so many colourful outfits that she puts together. And when I was looking back over her collection to see which one I would bring home with me, there are so many bags. She has a Louis Vuitton, I don't even know what the name of the model is, but it's a Demi Rabine type print, but it has colour on it and it's like a little box, but it's fab. It was up there, but I think if you've watched my channel before and heard me go on about this colour, there's probably really only one bag that can take the place from Candace's collection, and it's her magenta Chanel 19. And because the colour of this Chanel 19 is so fabulous, I adore it, that I just could not leave her stunning wardrobe without trying to put that bag into my suitcase. And then I would go to Karen Butchick, who is obviously British but lives in New York, so she's over with the Americans, and I would, without a shadow of a doubt, her Rose Prix Birkin 25. She unboxed it not that long ago. I believe she bought it possibly for her birthday. I think she bought it from Fashion File. I did watch her unboxing, but it's a little while ago. I love this. I love this bag. This, I think, is my dream Birkin in that Rose Prix colour. It's just so stunning. I can see this worn, for me, probably casually. I see myself flinging on the Birkin with denim and trainers and a loose shirt or something that's not too dressy, because the bag's quite a dressy look for me. And that particular one in that particular colour, that is so high up my list of bags that I would dream about. And I would have to borrow that from Karen's wardrobe. Now, Karen's another one that there's so many things in there that could come home, but that is taking number one. I'm then going to go see Janae from Hilo Luxe. Now, this is another wardrobe I could get lost in and could... There is a Paris printed Chanel bag in Janae's wardrobe. Wow. There is the multicoloured Louis Vuitton puzzle bag. Wow. She has an orange Birkin. Orange, come on. Fabulous. Wow. But the bag that I am going to borrow from Janae would be her sequins Chanel bag that's pretty new. It is, I'll put a picture on, I'm not even sure how to, it reminds me of a lightning bolt, but I don't know what the design actually is, but it's fabulous. Laura from Instagram has it as well. It's a fabulous bag. So if I had to narrow this down to top 10, and I don't even know what number we're on now, but that would be the bag from Janae's closet that would be coming home with me. We're actually now on number 8, and that would be from Tamara. Now, and I stress, this is lighthearted, because obviously we all know that Tamara went through a very horrific ordeal and actually did lose some of her bags. So I'm not actually in any way saying that I would want to take a bag from that lady. But if we were going for a wish list from her bags, it would be, she recently unboxed a mini Kelly, because if we're going for the ultimate top 10 bags that I would borrow from luxury YouTubers, I might as well have 2 mini Kellys. But she recently unboxed one in a turquoise teal type colour. It's a vert clique, or I'm not exactly sure in the Hermes colours, but it's fabulous. It's a beautiful shade of a teal type green colour. It's a mini Kelly, for goodness sake, that goes without saying. And it's just fabulous. So that would be in my top 10. I would then come back over this way and stop off in the UK. And the first one of those bags would be from Claire Chanel. Now, again, Claire's is one of those collections that there are so many fabulous bags in it. Where would you start? She has the Pearl Mini. And I'm surprised at myself that the Pearl Mini isn't in this top 10 bags that I would borrow collection, because for so long I lost it after that bag. But I don't know if I've maybe moved past it. I don't know if the price increase, and I know this wouldn't be prices, but I don't know if that's made me move past it. But when it came to doing this top 10, that actually wasn't one of them. But that's one of the bags that Claire has. She also has an amazing Hermes collection. I'm not going for any of those. What I would borrow from Claire's collection is she has a stunningly beautiful printed fabric Chanel bag. And I think from watching one of her videos, I could be mistaken, but I think it might be the bag that Paris, her husband, bought her for their wedding. I think I remember that from one of her a while ago videos talking about it, and I'll put it in. But it's stunning. It's such an unusual print. It's not leather, it's fabric. I would love a printed Chanel fabric bag if I could get the right fabric or the right print. I just think this bag is beautiful. Every time I watch her videos, and there is a huge array of eye candy in the background, and there's a fabulous Hermes Chanel collection. That is the bag that my eye goes to because it's so special. Obviously it's special to her because there's the sentimentality behind it, but even without that, the print of the fabric is that special. That would be one of the bags that I would like to complete my top 10 things I would be borrowing. And then finally, I'm going up to Scotland to see Andre, and I am not ashamed to say this piece that I would be long-term borrowing from Andre is absolutely hands down stunning, and it's her diamond ring. She has a whole video on this, and she talks about how her husband and her had owned a restaurant, and there was a person come into the restaurant and they got to know him, and they were talking about diamonds, and this ring came about. This ring is absolutely stunning. Now, she has lovely, longer, more elegant hands than I do, but it is a beautiful solitaire diamond ring. And if we're going around and taking our top 10, borrowing our top 10 pieces from luxury YouTubers, now she's a beautiful handbag collection as well, but the piece from Andre's that I would take as my number 10 to finish off this little round the world tour would be her beautiful diamond ring. It is that stunning. It's fabulous. This was loads of fun. I hope that you found it enjoyable. It's all very tongue-in-cheek. We're at the start of the year. We need a little bit of light amusement, cheer us up, especially with the world still being a bit crazy. This was loads of fun. I appreciate it's a very old tag, but I enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. I will link Nick's video down below, and I will link below the YouTubers that I have mentioned in this video, so you can go and check out their channels as well and all the goodies they have to show. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you as ever for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.